Okay, is this one working? Good. Okay. Hi! So, I am doing an interesting reading challenge. Let me take off my hood, actually. Yeah, I am doing an interesting reading challenge to start off 2026 and January. Because my library doesn't open until the second week into January. And so I wanted some kind of challenge to just start off the year. So I am going to try and read 7 books in 7 days. Yeah, so basically the plan will be, each of these books I will have to start and finish it in the same day before I go to sleep. Now, some of these are longer than others. I've got a few novellas in here, a couple of middle grades, and then some actual, proper novels. So, it should be easy enough to do. Yep. So, it's not January yet, but I'm filming this intro now, so that when it becomes January, I can start this without having to worry about whether I did the intro. I have tried this challenge once before, but I ended up getting COVID halfway through, and that just made me sleep non-stop for 2 weeks, so that didn't really count. So I didn't really count that as fair, because COVID didn't even give me a chance to succeed. But I'm going to quickly go through the books that I am intending to read for this 7 days. The first one I've got is Nearly Departed by Lucas Oakley. I'll go into more what these are about as I read them, because I forgot to bring my reading glasses in with me. These ones are for distance, so I can't read what this says. But yeah, I have Nearly Departed by Lucas Oakley. I have Tom's Midnight Garden by Philippa Pearce. I have Marianne Saves the Day by Anne M. Martin. Now, this one will be a reread for me, because I loved these series when I was a kid. Then I have A House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Malerman. I have To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. I have The Vampire Knitting Club by Nancy Warren. And I have Snow and Rose by Emily Winfield Martin. So yeah, these are the 7 books I'm going to read in 7 days. And I will see you in January when I start this challenge. Bye! Hi guys, Happy New Year! So I am starting the 7 books in 7 days challenge today on the 1st of January. Let me just show you. Yeah, January 1st, if my phone's going to focus. Let me just... really? Yeah, anyway, yeah. Alright, let's just take my word for it, because my phone's being stupid. There we go. You know what, let's go. Close enough. You'll have to take my word for it. It's the 1st of January, so Happy New Year, guys. And I am picking up the first book for this challenge, which is Nearly Departed by Lucas Oakley. And yeah, and so the plan with this video, let me unzoom myself, I'm cutting my head off. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the plan with this video is I can't go to bed until I finish each book over these 7 days. So yeah, this is the first one, Nearly Departed by Lucas Oakley. It's only like 9:30 a.m. Yeah, it's only 9:30 a.m, so I do have a few hours, but I don't want to spend all day reading it. I'm hoping to get it done early enough that I can just relax for a bit at some point during the day, and then I'll come back tomorrow with the next one. But yeah, so this is the first one I'm going to pick up. I will hopefully see you in a few hours to say that I finished it, and I'll see you guys then. Bye! So, it's day 1. And I have finished my first book. It's about... let me just zoom in a little bit. I feel a bit too far out. Okay. Let's do that. Anyway, Yeah. I really enjoyed this one. I'm giving it 5 stars. Yeah. I just it was like a whimsical rom-com style vibe. I picked this book up completely on a whim. Not sure what to expect, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad that my first read of 2026 is a 5 star. That somehow makes me feel like I'm going to have a successful reading year if I'm starting off strong. But yeah. Yeah, and I was matching the book for most of today. It just got hot in my jumper. Yeah. Yeah, so in the opening clip you would have seen that I was matching in the blue. I just got the jumper off. But I'm going to try and make that like an extra challenge. Try and match my outfits to the book covers. But anyway, back on track. This book is about Joel. And his girlfriend dies. And he made a promise to his girlfriend that he would move on and fall in love within 3 years of her death. We open the book with it nearly being the 3-year mark, and he has to, and he's trying so hard to keep this promise to his girlfriend, to his dead girlfriend Beth, and it's not really successful until he meets one woman who he really does end up liking. But then he starts getting haunted by the ghost of Beth. And yes, and the whole story is based around that. And yeah, I just think it was done really well. And I'm giving it a 5 star. And I will see you tomorrow with the second book for this 7 books in 7 days. Bye! Hi guys, it's day 2 of this challenge. And for day 2, I am planning to read The Vampire Knitting Club by Nancy Warren. I don't really know what this is about, and this was the closest thing I could find to a shirt with the right colours, because this cover has too many colours for me to figure out what colour it was, so I just put on a shirt that kind of had a bunch of different colours on it. So yeah, this is the closest I could find to matching the shirt today. Because yeah, I don't own a lot of rainbow or multicolored things. But yeah, anyway. Vampire Knitting Up. This is the plan for day 2. I'll hopefully see you guys when I finish this book today. Bye! Hello. So I have finished book number 2 on day 2. It is about 2 in the afternoon, but yeah, I finished this. This book was fun. Like, it wasn't a masterpiece by any means, but I had a good time. So it's getting a 3.5. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 3 of this challenge. Bye! Hi guys! So it is day 3 of this 7 books in 7 days challenge, and for this one I'm picking up Snow and Rose by Emily Winfield Martin. Again, this was one that was kind of hard to figure out what colours it was, so I went with this shirt because it's got the black of it, but then it's got the red and yellow that's on here. And yeah, this was the closest thing I could find because of the multicolours. I feel like the rest of them should be okay because they're one solid colour. But yeah, this is the best I could do in terms of matching it. Because there's some yellow, there's some red, and a lot of black. But yeah, anyway, this is the one I'm reading for day 3. Snow and Rose were 2 sisters as different as night and day. They lived in the woods, but it hadn't always been so. So yeah, this is a middle grade fairy tale thing, and I'm reading it for Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin's book club. He has like a members book club, and this is the pick for January. So yeah, the plan is to read this today, and I'll catch you guys, hopefully, to say that I've done it. Bye! And I have completed another one. So that's 3 days and 3 books successfully completed at reasonable hours. Yeah, at reasonable hours even. But yeah, this one I'm giving a 3 because it's just a simple middle grade fairy tale, and it didn't do anything new with it. So yeah, it was cute, but yeah, I can't give it more than a 3. But that's another one ticked off, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 4. Bye! Hello. So it is day 4 of this challenge, I think. Is it 4? Yep, day 4 of this challenge. And here's me attempting book number 4. A House at the Bottom of a Lake by Josh Malerman. Now, I have read Josh Malerman once before. I read Bird Box, and I actually quite enjoyed it. But yeah. I don't actually know 100% what this is about, because this one isn't as popular as Bird Box. Hold on, let me change my glasses so I can actually read what this is about. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, okay, so from what I can tell, this is about these two 17-year-olds, and they find a mysterious house at the bottom of the lake. Yeah, at the bottom of a lake, and they have to, and the story revolves around this house. I know it's a horror. That's about all I know. And yeah, this one was easy to match the colours to because this whole cover is green. So I have just green hoodie on, and if it gets hot later, I do have a green t-shirt underneath. So yeah, this one was very easy to match. And I will check back in with you guys once I have most likely finished this book. Bye! Hello! So it is a couple of hours later on day 4, and I have finished another one. This was the first one where I don't really have any feelings one way or the other about it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it either, so it just sits in the middle. So yeah, for now, this is my lowest ranked book of the ones I've read. Because at least I had some enjoyment out of the other ones, or knew what was going on. But anyway, day 4 is completed. Yeah. I only marked this one low because I don't really know what happened, because I didn't really understand what happened for some of it. But yeah, so this is probably my least favourite so far. Now, the rest of the week is when it's going to get probably a bit harder for me to get it done on the day, because up until today I have had nothing on, but my support workers start back from the Christmas break on Tuesday and Wednesday, and I have stuff to do on the and I have an appointment, and I have stuff to do tomorrow. So yeah, it may be a bit tricky to get it done, but I am determined to finish. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I might get out of the house tomorrow and actually give you guys some B-roll, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Bye. Hello. So welcome to day 5 of this challenge. For that, I'm reading To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. Now, again, this one was easy because I do own... This is probably one of my only 2 orange tops. And the closest thing I had to white is I'm wearing some, like, grey shorts. I can't lift my leg up that high, but you've got to trust that they are grey. Yeah. This was... Kayla from Books and Lala recently came out and with saying that this is her #1 book for the year, like for last year. And yeah, I am intrigued. And like I said, it goes with that. This is a day where it might be a little difficult to get it done, because it is already... Okay, it's only 7:30, but I haven't had breakfast or gotten ready for the day properly, so I probably wasn't going to start reading for another, like, couple of hours. And I have an appointment at 1:40 that I have to go to. And yeah, so it's not that long, so I should be done. And if I'm not done, I should be able to smash it out before I get home. Or when I get home. But I also do like a weekly trivia night on Monday with some friends. And they start back after Christmas tonight. So hopefully I can get this done before... It's not even that long. Let me find where it is. Is that it? After you take out all the like extras at the back, like the acknowledgements and then all the other extras, it comes in at 134 pages. So yeah, it really shouldn't be too hard, but we'll see what happens. And I'll come back with an update. Bye. Hello. So it is a few hours later, and I wanted to show you guys something before I give you an update on the book. I saw this on Gavin Reads It All's YouTube channel, and I was really into the idea of it. So I bought myself a book reading tracker where I can keep track of how many books I read throughout the year. And yes, I can say 5 because I successfully finished my day 5 book. This is an interesting book to think about, because it's not really a straightforward story. It's one that like gets your mind like thinking a lot. And yeah, I think I'm giving it a 4. I didn't like it overly that much, but I think just the like thought-provoking stuff behind it brought up the rating. But yeah, I think I'm giving it a 4, but it wasn't my favorite in this video. Alright, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for day 6. Hello! So, it is day 6 of this reading challenge, and this cover is yellow. This is the only yellow t-shirt I had. But this is the first day when I'm actually starting it later in the day. Normally I started at like 7:38. It's now 2 p.m. and I haven't picked up the book yet. But it's a quick read, and it is also a reread. But I haven't read it since I was like 12 years old. So it'll feel fresh to me. But yeah, it's 2 p.m. I will get this done. So I will still be able to count this as finished. Bye! Okay, I think it's been about an hour, but I did finish it. So I have hit 6 for 6. So I now get to change this from 5 books to 6. Yep, yeah, so I'm currently 6 for 6 on books read. Woo! Okay, I've got one more day of this challenge, so let's see if I can hit 7 for 7. Bye! And here we are on day 7. So the last day of this challenge and the last book to read for me to hit this 7 books in 7 days challenge. For today I'm going to read Tom's Midnight Garden by Philippa Pearce. This is a children's classic that I never actually read when I was a children. And yeah, I've done the best to match. It's sort of black and blue. So I've got a black t-shirt and then some blue shorts on. They look kind of black on camera, but they are blue. But yeah, so the plan is to read this throughout today. So hopefully I can come back and say that I hit 7 for 7. Alright, bye. And it is many hours later, I'll admit, but I'm done. 7 books in... I finished this book, which brings me to 7 books in 7 days. I can't believe I actually did it successfully. Yeah, But this was my final book. I did quite enjoy this one. I think I'm giving it a 4-star. If I had read it years ago, it would probably be a 5. But yeah, I'm happy with it being a 4. So let's just do So let's change my tracker from 6 to 7, shall we? And there we go. 7 books completed in 7 days. Now, I'm just going to quickly gather up all the books I read for this video and settle myself, and I will be right back to do an outro. Bye! Okay, and I'm back. So, I did manage to successfully do 7 books in 7 days. Now, I'm just going to quickly run through the final order in which I liked all the books. So, in last place, I have A House at the Bottom of the Lake by Josh Malerman. I thought this was fine, but yeah, I didn't really know what was going on, so I will be unhauling this one. I think it's sitting at like a 3, but it may probably drop down to a 2.5. But yeah, I'm going to unhaul that one. And then the next one, like the one that I didn't like second, was To Be Taught If Fortunate by Becky Chambers. While I give this a 4-star, it wasn't as enjoyable as some of the other ones that I read. But yeah, so I will be keeping this one because I gave it 4 stars. It just wasn't in my favourite. Then the next one was The Vampire Knitting Club by Nancy Warren. This one was fun. Like, I had a good time with this book. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be unhauling it because I wasn't the biggest fan. But yeah, I gave this a 3.5 because I thought it was fun. But yeah, this one is also I also won't be keeping this one. Then the one after that was Snow and Rose by Emily Winfield Martin. This one I enjoyed. It's like a childhood fairy tale story, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah, so, and then in second place, Tom's Midnight Garden by Philippa Pierce. Yeah, like I said, I did quite enjoy this one. I thought it was a well done story of like imagination and the messing with time. But yeah, I feel like if I had read this when I was a kid, I would have really enjoyed it. But yeah, I still did enjoy it. I gave it a 4. And then the reason that this one isn't first is because it was a reread, so I don't really think it's fair to rank it above the new ones because this was a reread, so I already knew that I enjoyed it. But I will be keeping it because I love that series. In first place, Nearly Departed by Lucas Oakley. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed this book. I thought it was really well done, and like the look at like death and moving on and like the different kind of relationships. Yeah, but I did really enjoy this one. But anyway, that is it for this video, and I am glad that I successfully completed this, and it has started by reading off on the right track. And I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!